Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. So we've got several things to go over today, including a very huge announcement from Nintendo, and we've got another Sonic movie coming. But before we get started, if you like this video, be sure to give it a thumbs up. And if you haven't yet, consider subscribing. That's the best way to let me know you enjoy the content on this channel. Now let's get started. Before we get to the big announcement from Nintendo, I want to do a follow-up from yesterday's video about the Nintendo Switch Sports registration. There was some fine print on the registration I don't think a lot of people were expecting. You can see right here it says, by downloading and participating in the Nintendo Switch Sports online playtest, you agree not to publicly share any details from this online playtest, including on your social media channels. Now, I think many people were surprised to see this, as there may have been people who signed up just to be able to stream it or to be able to give some feedback on what they're experiencing in this new game. But with Nintendo putting this little, NDA in the bottom of this, in the fine print, it'll be interesting to see if they're actually going to enforce this, if they're going to take channels down or have videos taken down because of it. I guess maybe after the first playtest, we'll kind of get an idea of whether or not this is something Nintendo is going to enforce. So while I was waiting for a social media post from Nintendo about the Nintendo Switch Sports and how to sign up for the beta, we got this instead. Right at 8 p.m. Eastern, Nintendo sends out, as of late March 2023, it will no longer be possible to make Nintendo eShop purchases for the Wii U and the Nintendo DS family of systems. We thank you for supporting Nintendo eShop on Wii U and the Nintendo 3DS family of systems. Additionally, you may also look back at your time with them via various play statistics, and then they give a link here to a website you can go to log in and see which games you played the most and how much time you spent on each system. While March of 2023 is over a year out, there's a little more detail on their website that states, as of May 23, 2022, it will no longer be possible to use a credit card to add funds into an account in the Nintendo eShop on Wii U or the Nintendo 3DS family of systems. As of August 29, 2022, it will no longer be possible to use a Nintendo eShop card to add funds to an account in Nintendo eShop on Wii U or Nintendo 3DS family of systems. However, it will still be possible to redeem download codes until late March 2023. So this is sort of, you might say, the first phase in shutting down the old Nintendo eShops for the Wii U and 3DS. Now, you may still be able to make purchases on the eShop up until the March 2023 date, but you won't be able to add funds through those systems. Now, one of the interesting FAQs at the bottom states, how long will it still be possible to re-download previously purchased content in the Nintendo eShop for Wii U or for the 3DS family of systems? How long will those systems still support online play? And the answer they give, for the foreseeable future, it will still be possible to re-download games and DLC, receive software updates, and enjoy online play on the Wii U and the 3DS family of systems. Now, that term foreseeable future definitely sounds like a PR term to me. I think everybody pretty much knows one day this is going to be shut down for good. And at that point, you would no longer be able to download games that you've already purchased. As of right now, the Wii still has the ability to download games, but they even stated in one of their FAQs that they will eventually shut that service down. They don't come right out and say that for these systems, but I think it's assumed. You're also not going to be able to download things like demos or any free software once the shop is shut down on March in 2023. Now, a very interesting part of the FAQ was actually taken down shortly after this post was made by Nintendo. If you're not following Wario64 on Twitter, he captured this, and I'm not going to read through this whole thing, but basically the gist of it is that they kind of hint that the only way you're going to be able to play classic Nintendo games is through the Nintendo Switch Online member plans. And I don't know if this was taken down in fear of some backlash, or if maybe somebody at Nintendo thought, hey, we actually have another plan that may be coming up. But this definitely gives me the impression that they're pushing people to a subscription-based service in order to access some of these older games. So tell me what you think. I think this is just the inevitable outcome of a digital storefront. Eventually it's going to shut down. As technology changes and websites get updated and new exploits get found, it becomes more difficult for companies to keep these digital storefronts up and have to keep them up to date. And in our last bit of news, if you enjoyed the Sonic the Hedgehog movie and you're looking forward to the second one coming out, well, guess what? They've already announced that there's going to be a third. This coming from the official Sonic the Hedgehog Twitter account, it states, "We are delighted to announce that the third Sonic theatrical film and the first live-action Sonic series for Paramount Plus are being actively developed. We've got a remarkable partnership with Paramount, and we are excited to continue expanding the Sonic the Hedgehog franchise with them. 2022 is shaping up to be a significant year for the franchise, with the second film being released this April, as well as Sonic Frontiers, the highly anticipated video game title, coming this holiday." So basically, the third movie's already greenlit, and to me that's exciting. It sounds like they've got a lot of confidence in the second movie, but also they're adding a live-action series that's going to feature Knuckles. So I'm looking forward to seeing how both of these projects turn out, and let me know what you think. Are you looking forward to the second movie and the third? And how about that live-action series? And that's all we have for today. Did anything here catch your interest? Are you going to be signing up, or have you already signed up for the Nintendo Switch Sports beta test? And I think we all knew that both the Wii U and Nintendo 3DS were going to have their eShops closed, but are you surprised it's happening next year? Drop a comment below and let me know. I want to thank you for watching, and be good.